punters, hustlers, low baggers. You are watching Low Shack in the Bag, the late show. And I am so pumped up with tonight's action. Coming off a very big winning day, which adds to my enjoyment. Unlike the horrifying lows that I've been feeling most of this year, I actually feel good. I slept last night. I'm not chock full, which is rarity for me down here because I have no money. But I'm feeling good. I'm pumped. And we got a lot of great cappers with us. Let's see who we got rolling early. Dan Kelly, first up, giving us a play. Second quarter, Miami Heat, +1, -110. We got Kobe Valentine, KG, Odar Lira, our man from Venezuela, Fuzz Logic, Rick Rodriguez, Ron Lofton, KG, Elio Rodriguez, says everything I touch shits the bed. He's going to sacrifice a chicken, a dove, and a bald eagle if this continues. I told him to film it. Gate Pass Key in the house. Dave L.A., our big MLB capper, Dave L.A. We have our first Dave L.A. video on tonight's baseball game. Shout out to my man Dave L.A. We got Joy Gaines in the house, Mr. Gokester. We got a lot of great cappers. We got a lot of fun stuff today. Just before I introduce Pete and myself, I want you guys to know that we celebrated our 500th episode. We have announced the winners. We're going to play the 2 videos that win SBR Pro memberships, and shout out to those guys. So we have those 2 videos. We have a Dave L.A. video. We have a Big Ragu video. He's 10-2 on videos here. And we also have our new Pittsburgh Penguins insider, who you will see today, and we are feeling good about ourselves.
Wow, Dan Kelly likes Miami Heat second half +1.
Yeah.
Now that's a pick that's not coming from nowhere. You know what I'm saying? That's a very specific pick, and I wonder why he likes that one so much. Good reasons, I can guarantee you. Good reasons.
Dan Kelly is a phenomenal basketball capper. Not only that, but he's a great guy.
Yes. And wow, I wonder what the hell. Let's look at that. I just want to quickly look at that Miami game and see what. So Miami played yesterday, right? So maybe he's got some system that a team that's playing on a back-to-back off a loss is a good bet in the second quarter of their next game, or as a dog or something like that. Shout out to Dan Kelly. Thanks for that pick. Maybe I'll blindly tail it. What do you think? What?
No,
was that a tough question?
No, it's early in the NBA season.
It was just a stupid question.
No,
so I don't know how to. Yeah, sure, tail it if you want, Jim. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit off today. I'm not having a good day today. I mean, I'm having a fine day in handicapping. I'm killing it. It's amazing. I'm just killing it, but I'm not having a good day today, so I might be a little bit off. All right, let's move on, Jimmy.
No worries. You're back with your family, so everything will get better here on in. Barsaman in the house. Retro Star, Good as Gold, Joe Yurkovich, Alan Action, Ryan Taylor, Ron Fig. Good-looking group.
Ron Lofton, I believe that's the guy. Isn't he the guy who said Arizona State fan takes I'm on Stanford? I believe so, right?
I believe
Someone
so,
said, I think it was Ron Lofton who said Arizona State fan here. I'm on Stanford. I believe so.
And we have a ton of sports to get through today.
Yeah, we do.
To enjoy in the cap, but we have a ton of sports. And Ron Lofton says, let's keep it brisk.
All right. Yes, absolutely. I just want to check the comments and then.
Good. Wild Man Samurai says, Jimmy, take the under in the Arkansas State-Georgia State football game tonight. That's a winner. I have not bet that yet.
Yeah.
I also did not bet the Thursday nighter yet. Both I was so close to doing, and I held back. But I think I want to make that move. I'm looking forward to break those games down. I'm very uncomfortable with the Thursday nighter, but I think I will hammer that. And thank you for saying that, Wild Man Samurai. That will help me get there.
Jared Schrader loves Stanford tonight. So look at this: Ron Lofton, Jared Schrader, Ed Fang. Now it's getting to the point where is anyone on that? Oh, there were some people who were on Arizona State. Actually, there were some people. There were some people.
Definitely on there.
Yes. Let's see. Other comments
Mr.
here.
Mr. Gokester says, y'all don't know how much I was fiending this show.
Long
days at the sports store. You guys get me through this last hour. Much love.
I just want to. Do you think for my retirement home I could just go live with Mr. Gokester 99 and work at his store?
Yeah, but you'd have to marry him.
Oh, I would love that. No, I would just hang out and I would just we just shoot the shit, just for, talk about life
for citizenship reasons.
Yes, for citizenship reasons. It is legal there now, isn't it?
Of course.
Yeah, fuck it. Hell yeah. I would do that in a second. God. Sorry. Okay, let's move on, Jimmy the Bag. I just want to get some. There you go, Brandon Biaggi liking the Lakers over. A lot of people liking the Lakers over, and I did decide to tail that one first half, and I did bet it. Kobe Valentine says look at my record and I'll feel better. Yes, I mean my record's killing it, and I did request a graphic that will show my entire record for all of our currently tracked sports that we're doing. It's up about 4% ROI overall and about 80 units overall.
Incredible.
Yeah, 1,600 plays, tech 1,700 plays, and when MLB ends, that'll take out about 25 of it. But still, yeah, it's doing okay. First time viewers of the show, yeah, my overall record is great, which is wonderful, Jimmy Bag. All right, let's keep Brisk Space. Come on, pick things up, baby. Let's go. What do we got here, Jim?
I'm ready to get through work. We got a ton of games to get to. We got a ton of videos to get through.
Yeah.
What I would like to do, to get this popping right off the top.
Oh, King Wavy About Business says, Pete, I thought you were coming to work for me. Did you switch sides on me? No, Kingu, let's do this shit. I love this guy, King Wavy About Business.
Great.
That would be my fucking dream, to just start a fucking bid, work for him. Do my absolute fucking best and be in love with my boss. That's so important. You know what I'm saying?
That is important.
All right, let's move on, Jimmy the Bag. We got a lot of shit to go.
Let's get. Okay, sorry.
Just one comment.
Sure.
Ryan Taylor. I love Arizona State tonight. 14-5 as home dogs. 10-1 ATS off a loss. 0-4 off of rest. Arizona State money line. Okay.
Yeah. If the Pac-12 wasn't destroying me and destroying my NCAA football record, I would take Arizona State. But I know what's been happening with me in Pac-12. I'm getting killed. So why would I put myself? It's optional misery.
Yeah.
That's what some psychologists will tell you. Optional misery. And I'm going to choose not to have it. And I'm going to stay off the Pac-12 game because I can't get it right. Why keep going to the well?
Okay, so let's move on. The first
No.
Instead. Okay.
Instead, we're going to get this show popping by announcing our winners in the Low Shack and Bag celebration for our 500th episode. Our winners happen to be guys that we absolutely love. We did not get a ton of videos sent in. Our first winner, who will be given an SBR Pro package, is none other than our MMA analysis, Clint Anameric. Can we pop off his video, my man, Lucrative Larry?
500 episodes?
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Oh man, that's awesome! That was hilarious. They couldn't hear us laughing as soon as the punchline kicked in. We started laughing our asses off. Oh man, Annie Marak, thank you so much. See, Annie, man, that guy knows how to make a good video. You know what I'm saying? That guy knows how to put his ego to the side.
I love how his eyes pop out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hell yeah. That guy knows how to not take himself too seriously. Shout out to Annie Marak.
So he is.
Who's that? Should I not mute you while your videos play? If it won't feed back, yes. Let us.
It won't feed back. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then we have to make sure not to talk too much then, because
not to say horrifying.
Yeah.
Say horrifying.
Well, because
things.
people won't be able to hear it. But okay.
Oh, Jay the Gifted says I'm about to throw up my life. Okay, I get it. It was shocking.
All right.
It was shocking. Okay. Winner number 2 of the SBR Pro membership is none other than our man DJ Big Boss.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
everybody put your hands up. Worldwide, put your hands up. Check it. Go. It goes 1, 2, 3 into the 4. The homie Pete and Jimmy got the 500 show. Ready to get the capping, so back on up. The low bag is about to rip shit up. Play my video first, get the laughing like a mother. All the cappers on the same side. Boogies better know they in trouble. Low shot, keep it chill like baby. Get the trip and then Jimmy go crazy. SBR is the label that pays me. Unfadable, so people never faded.
Holy shit.
There it is, my
Oh man.
Big Boss.
Oh man, DJ Big Boss, the guy with the video making skills. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That was. Oh man, I'm so flattered. Thank you. So that was actually really good.
Man, he's very talented.
I was compelled. I couldn't take my eyes off of the screen, and I wanted to hear it a little bit higher. Shout out DJ Big Boss, guy with some video making skills here and there. Hell yeah! Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, man. They, there's horrifying times for us at times. It's not all glory and sunshine. It's not all grass stains and ice cream. But in saying that, when we're having tough times, we come here to the show and we have these incredible guys, these incredible cappers, these incredible female cappers, male cappers that lift us up when we're down, and it means the whole world to us. So shout out to you guys and our new SBR Pro members.
Nah, that was awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the regular low baggers. We really appreciate it. All right, enough bullshit. Let's get into some picks. The MLB game, Jim and I did give an official play. Again, I'm so happy to be able to give back once in a while on some of these MLB leans and picks and first 5 team total overs. And we did both take Houston first 5 team total over 2.5 plus 104. Houston should bounce back here. Price looks vulnerable. It's a no-brainer play. I can understand people wanting to take Houston on the minus 1.5 line, thinking that Verlander will be good. Verlander could get touched a little bit. If the line was lower, I'd take Houston. I don't know if I want him at minus 180 though. And that is our take on the MLB game, right, Jim? Anything further to say?
Yes, I have something further to say. I don't think the Red Sox care about this game.
Mm-hmm. Really?
I really don't. I think that they've
just your average random playoff game. Who cares?
I believe Kimbrel going 2 innings last game and not looking very good. They want to give Kimbrel the day off. They're going to give Kimbrel the day off. I feel like they've done exactly what they came here to do.
Yeah, dude, those videos are fucking awesome, man.
Yeah,
you know how much better that makes this show when we cut in with those videos that are like funny and cool and smart analysis and everything. Man, you guys enhance this show so much. Thank you so much to everyone who's ever made a friggin' video for any of our shows. It just hit me. It just hit me about 15 seconds later in front of your spiel. Go ahead, Jim. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I really feel like the Red Sox have done exactly what they came here to do. Go back to Boston where they only have to win 1 game and have 2 opportunities to do it. In saying all that, I feel like they'll let Price go a little bit longer even if he looks like he's in trouble. They're not going to bring in Kimbrel. They're probably going to save some of their top guns. Nate says they're not going to lose this on purpose. Obviously, they're not going to lose this on purpose. And they're not going to try to lose this
I was
game.
just kidding around that they don't care about. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
It's not the Chicago Black Sox here. But in saying all that, I just feel like they've done what they're not going to pull out all the stops to ensure victory. Ryan Taylor taking +0.5 with Boston and Red Sox run line. Ulysses Hayes saying Boston's going to finish up and wait for the next series to start. I don't think so. I really don't think so. And I made 3 bets now, just $75 a pop. So, my unit size has been steadily going down.
Well, I mean, as it should. Your unit size should always be a percentage of your bankroll. So if your bankroll goes up, your unit size in theory should increase. If your bankroll goes down, your unit size in theory should decrease. That's the way it should be.
No, absolutely.
Your unit size should never stay the same. In theory, your unit size should change at least a little bit every day. In theory.
That makes a lot of sense. Saying all that, I couldn't bet the first 5 team total over. What I can bet is the Astros team total over full game. I can also bet the Astros to win this game. I'm going to take them on the -1 line. I'm going to make those 2 bets. Now, I bet the Astros on the money line and the -1.5 line. I don't do that. I don't need to do that here. This is for our record keeping and for our, it's not where the money is. In saying all that, I'm going to take the Astros team total over. Full game. And I'm taking the Astros -1.
So that means you're tripling up on this one.
Yes.
Wow. All right, because you already took the first 5 team total over in the morning show. All right, we can give you at Pinnacle 4.5 plus 107 unless you can identify a better line somewhere else, and we'll give you that one. Here we go. Wow. So Jim tripling up Houston team total over 4.5 plus 107, team total over 4.5 plus 107, and the -1 line for Houston right now. Bets line shopping here at SBR Odds.
In fact, I'm going to do exactly what I bet, even though I did bet at less than 1 unit. I'm not going to take the -1 line.
Okay.
I'm going to put a full unit here on the show on the Astros money line and a full unit on the show on the Astros -1.5.
Okay, so Jim is quadrupling up here. Okay, so he's going to take Astros money line -177 and the Astros run line. So this technically is a -1 bet just with 2 units, but that's okay. Yeah. We'll let you do that. We're not going to be sticklers here. +110 will be the Houston run line. So Jim's on the Houston money line -177 at Bet Online. Run line +110. That's a market line. Team total over 4.5 plus 107. And I took the first 5 innings team total over in the morning show along with Jimmy the Bag. Coley Valentine says throwing up Price on 3 days rest, who hasn't won a playoff game. Yup, I agree. Houston's going to win 7-3. But Marcus Johnson, who's got a computer that analyzes this shit, Marcus Johnson says, my computer loves Boston. +1.5 at a 90 value simulation at 70%. Wow. Okay. So Marcus Johnson apparently loving Boston here, which I guess I can understand. I mean, if I don't know what factors are going into his analysis there, but I mean, Boston has obviously been owning Houston this series. Something's wrong with them, but it just feels like the spot does favor Houston. I don't want to take him as that big of a favorite, though, so I'm just going to take the team total over. And Timur Sergaliev, shout out to Timur Sergaliev, who did once make a video and shout us out, says, start backing Man U from now on. You'll thank me later. I copied and pasted that.
Timur said that?
Timur Sergaliev. Yes, Timur Sergaliev. Start backing Man U from now on. You will thank me later. Okay.
Nate Pereira saying, my brother Jimmy, I told you on all bets on Astros, and I'm a lucky mofo. Ralph Porwando, attaboy, Jimmy, run line is the play. Take care of business.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Other comments. Other comments.
Mario DeAngelis, this is the second time he said it. Love, love, love. Under 8, Houston, Boston. I don't think that's an impossible thing to get to. But
Marco Lou says, at DJ Big Boss, you can teach Larry a few things. Did you catch that comment?
No, I missed that.
That would be a funny video. DJ Big Boss teaching lucrative Larry how to make better videos and be better on camera. That would be hilarious. All right, let's go on.
Rod Digga back in action. We've missed Rod Digga. Nice to see Rod Digga in the house. Says, I am great at NBA, Jim and Peter. Well, great. We need you. Thank you for joining us. Savage Larry Price, 7 earned runs in 8 innings, and the algorithm says 70%.
The real TC. I'm on Sabres and Canucks. We'll talk about that in a few moments, Jim.
Yes, we will.
Look at that. Interesting. I'm just copying and pasting comments here, and then let's get into it. Jimmy the Bag.
I'm good. I'm ready to move on to NHL. We got a ton to talk about, so I'm ready to go when you are.
Okay, so I guess that is it. So now let's move on to NHL. All right, all the picks that we gave in the morning show. I have them all here. I haven't entered them in. Let's see. Let me just, let me look at the NHL. All right, so in the NHL, Jimmy the Bag gave Pittsburgh-Toronto over, and I gave the first period over in that one, right?
Yes, and when you're done talking about this, I think we'd like to start with the Pens-Leafs game and show a video based on that.
Okay, so Pittsburgh-Toronto, Jim took the full game over. I took the first period over. Philly-Columbus, I believe we both passed on, right?
Okay, we have a problem here that we have to talk about on the show.
What's going on? No, a problem? A negative thing?
Yes.
What happened?
Very questionable racist language being used
not
here,
acceptable.
And,
who said it? Come on.
A guy that we like, Reef NYC.
Yeah. Come on, Reef. Come on, Reef. Yeah, that's not acceptable. That's not okay, Reef. We got to come on. 3 things we don't accept in this show, racism, lying, and spam. All for different reasons, and I understand if other people love that shit, go ahead. I got it. I understand, but for this show, we're not. It's not our style. It's not what we do here, and that's not cool.
Okay, well,
all right?
He's gone.
Okay, good. All right, good. Yeah, it's just. All right.
I didn't time him out. I removed him, but somebody else timed him out. Who timed him out here? Okay. Okay. All right, that sucks.
Yeah.
And we don't want that on the show. And, sorry, I'm saying too much.
Yeah, no, that's okay. No, it's upsetting. It's fucking upsetting because we love this show and we genuinely love all the commenters and posters. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it just sucks when something like legitimately negative happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it throws me for a loop too, and I don't like it.
Families are going to argue and fight, and that's pretty much who we are.
Yeah.
And there's certain things that go too far, and what's done is done, and let's focus back to capping, and I'm sorry that
anyone had to deal with that. On the other hand, direct threats of violence are acceptable in the comment section. No, I'm kidding around. Let's go on. All right, so let's move on. Jimmy the Bag, good eye. Thanks for catching that. And in the NHL, once again, Jimmy the Bag is taking the over Pittsburgh-Toronto full game. I'm taking the over first period. Philly-Columbus, I believe we both passed on. New Jersey, you took the puck line, right?
Yes,
Jim took the puck line. I was thinking about under on that one, but I'm still thinking about it more. Tampa Bay, Jim took the puck line, and I took the first period over in that one. And then Vancouver, Winnipeg, you took the puck line, didn't you?
I took the Jets on the puck line.
And that line has exploded. Now, I bet that one on -1 on my personal account. If I want to give it as a pick, wow, that line has exploded. And on that one, I don't remember if I gave any plays on that one. I think I passed on that one. Arizona, Chicago. I was thinking about a shot with Arizona, thinking about a shot with the under on that one, but it's a pass for now. Boston, Edmonton. You have nothing on that one either, do you, Jim?
No, I feel like that's a very difficult spot.
We got it. Okay, Buffalo, San Jose. I went on this one 3 ways. I took the first period over, full game over, and I did take a shot with Buffalo -1. Jimmy the Bag, though, going the other way, took San Jose -1.5. And I am seeing that you did take Vancouver, Winnipeg under.
I did take the under. Yes, I did.
Right.
I got a lot. I could have got a better line had I jumped on it earlier in the morning. My man Tony Dew here says under on Canucks Jets game. Anders Nilsson and net tonight. He's such a streaky goalie. You're absolutely right, Tony Dew. We've talked about that with Nilsson. Remember when you asked me about his first start?
Yeah.
This is a guy who just gets hot and cold. New goalie coach Ian Clark, whom I know has been working closely with him. Winnipeg will tighten up tonight also. I think that's a very, very, very smart breakdown, Tony Dew. Thank you for joining us. Kruzitsky, my man Kyle, says Bruins puck line tonight or go the safe route and take money line. Halak stopped 25-26 last Thursday. Bruins won 4-1. Bruins off a bad loss to Calgary. They come out guns a-blazing.
And then Islanders and the Kings, we took the under. We both took the under, and we bought the 6 minus 131. So that is the entire card. Once again, Jim's on the full game over. Pittsburgh, Toronto, I'm on the first period over. Jim's on New Jersey puck line. Jim's on Tampa Bay puck line. I'm on Tampa Bay first period over. Jim's on Winnipeg minus puck line and the under on that one, 6.5. I'm on Buffalo minus 1. The Buffalo San Jose game first period and full game over. Jim's on San Jose minus 1.5. And Jim and I are both on the Islanders Kings under.
And Mario DeAngelis, love over Islanders Kings. I don't like seeing that.
Really?
Yeah. Hi, Rich.
Who said
that? Mario DeAngelis.
Oh, that's wow. Loves it. How could you love an over with the Kings involved?
It's a very, I don't know, and I like the way Robin Lehner's been playing. We talked all about him going through rehab and dealing with his bipolar issue. So, I mean, this is I hate seeing that, Mario, and we'll have to see tonight.
Dan Kelly says, put up that NHL record, Pete. Now, when people request records, we like to accommodate them, right? Let's throw the NHL record up there, if you don't mind. This is for Dan Kelly. All right, so this is for Dan Kelly. Here you go, Dan Kelly. Look at that. You know, I don't want to get too heady or excited here because I got a lot of picks going tonight. I might be looking at 3 losers in this Buffalo game. I mean, if Buffalo gets shut out, which is entirely possible, then I'll have 3 losers on that one, right?
I feel like the Sharks, it's time for them to drop the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Will they do that or not?
Yeah.
My man Ty Rich, another guy from Vancouver, great NHL capper, says, look up his actual stats. We're talking about Nilsson. Mm-hmm. Nilsson was hot to start last season for Nucks last year as well. Bunch of shutouts, low-scoring wins early in the year before ending 1-16. Mm-hmm. He completely fell apart late. Now, without any further ado, Anna Merrick says, are DJ and me getting an email or something about our pro status? Yes, you will, Anna Merrick. Yes, you will, my friend. Mario D'Angelo says, I like fading line moves. Understandably so. You can make money doing that.
So he's saying that he's high on Nilsson or down on Nilsson in this start?
Well, if you judge, his comment is saying that he's very streaky and he got very hot at the beginning of the year last year. So we would expect him to be good in this start.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he has been good so far this year.
Been very good.
Yeah.
But he's only had very good. I mean, what am I talking? Very good. Has he only had that 2 starts? Let me get to
No, I think he's had 3 starts.
Yes, he's 3-0 with a .943 save percentage.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly check to see who he has gone up against. All right, so we got a video right now?
We do.
Okay.
We do. Making his Loshak and the Bag debut, our Pittsburgh Penguins insider, and he's got a big bet on this game. Very exciting bet. Can we get there, my man Larry?
Hey, Larry, can you mute?
What's up, Pete? What's up, Jimmy? Good to see you. Bob Pantload here, your Penguins insider. Thanks for having me on the show. Okay, so let's get to it. The Pittsburgh Penguins off to another slow start this year, 1-2 to start the season. And I think in part, mostly due to big injuries here. We got Matt Murray out for the last 3 games with a concussion, and he's back tonight. So good news for the Penguins and Penguins fans alike. Matty Murray's between the pipes tonight against a very tough Toronto Maple Leafs team. Another big injury to Justin Schultz here, out 4 months with a leg fracture. No immediate cause for concern for the Penguins. We got the Oli Mata being able to step up to the second line unit, playing with Jack Johnson, who's a settling force on the blue line back there. And they've showed some promise in preseason together as well. So no cause for concern there. Moving forward, I think the Penguins will be just fine. Now, tonight's game, huge game. Pittsburgh visits Toronto at the ACC Center in what promises to be a bloodbath. Complete mayhem. Pucks filling nets. So much offense. This game is going to be explosive. Neither team seems capable of playing defense. All right. A few big reasons. I see the Pens coming out on top tonight. And I'm calling an 8-6 victory. The Penguins win by a safety baby. Okay? Few big reasons. Matt Murray's in the pipes for the Penguins. Garrett Sparks is playing net for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I know what you're thinking. Who's Garrett Sparks? The Leafs might as well put a garbage pail in net with a hockey stick in front of it for all the good they're going to get out of Garrett Sparks. This kid's going to get lit up, son. Another couple big reasons. I think we're going to see Patrick Hornqvist on the front line again with Jake Gensel and Sidney Crosby being the mean, low-down, dirty Viking he is. He's going to bang home a couple tonight faux show. All right, the two biggest reasons I think Penguins are taking home a big victory tonight, Evgeny Malkin and Sidney Crosby. These two kids love to fill it up at the ACC. 24 points inside of 19 games for Sidney Crosby, 24 points inside of 17 games for Evgeny Malkin. These kids are forces of nature when they visit the Big Smoke. I said it, and I'm saying it again. 8-6 Pens, black and gold, W baby!
Nice. So he likes see now I'm just looking at Anders Nilsson, and his three starts this year came against strong teams: Tampa Bay, Florida, and Pittsburgh.
Definitely. But he's going for a giant score.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Pantload going for over 10.5 at plus 1,000.
Wow. Is that? I'm sure it's possible. 7-6. Why not 12.5? That's what I would do. 12.5. Fuck it. So this has overwritten all over it, and you think it's just like a no-brainer play. It's highly unlikely that anything other than what we expect here is going to happen.
It doesn't work like that in the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not that kind of a sport where you can just say, yeah, we expect tons of goals. But why wouldn't this game be much like that Capitals-Penguins game that went 7-6 in overtime?
Sure.
I don't see why it wouldn't. He's going for a big score. He also is backing the Pens tonight in saying that his bet is on the over, not on the Leafs. So.
Wow. All right. So I'm looking at this. Yeah, I'm thinking about stacking some. The Penguins team total is 3.5 plus 140. Is that maybe worth a shot on the over?
Yeah. Which reverse lines are you looking at?
No, I'm the Pens team total over is 3.5 plus 140.
Oh yeah, God, I like that.
Mm-hmm. You do like that?
Yeah, I like that. I think there's going to be a ton of goals, and I expect Crosby and Malkin to say, "All right, we've heard enough about Austin Matthews," and they always light things up at the ACC.
They do, huh?
These guys have incredible. I mean, Bobby Pantload broke down the numbers there. I mean, they have incredible numbers at the ACC.
But it just feels like Pittsburgh is, maybe as a dog here, they're in a spot where they would have some value. But it just feels like Pittsburgh, I mean, they lost 2-3 to Vancouver. They lost on the road to Montreal. They lost twice to Montreal. They beat Washington, but they just snuck by them. They squeaked by Vegas, but we know what Vegas is doing this year. I mean, they're just not looking that good.
This Pens team starts slow, generally. I think that they're going to want to send a message. In saying all that, I'm not on the Penguins, but this morning I almost did. I came very, very close to taking the Penguins. Very close. It's just hard to back them in this situation. Hard to back Matthew Murray when he's got these terrible numbers. I mean, what would I get on the Pens right now? They're plus 135. So if I take them on the reverse line, let's see what I get here right now. Puck line two-way, minus 1.5, plus 310. I think both teams want to send a message here. I'm much more comfortable with the over 6.5. If I had to choose a side, I would take the value. I would take the value with the Pen.
Oscar Sanchez says, Loshak, the first period is also a play here. Yeah, I took that one. That's an official play. I got it at minus 152. It actually hasn't moved much yet, but okay. So let's, we do want to get to some of the other stuff here going on.
Sure.
Let me see other stuff here going on, and what other games you want to look at? Thinking about making
well, I'm thinking about making a play on the Bruins, but I'm quite hesitant. What has been the market move on the Bruins game?
The market move on the Bruins game. It's actually slightly in Edmonton's favor. Actually, yeah. Slightly in Edmonton's favor. That game didn't have an overnight line. I'm going to pass on that one. The only plays I'm thinking about adding on, the market has moved in Columbus's favor. I was thinking about taking a shot with Philly, thinking about the under in Colorado, New Jersey, thinking about the under in the Arizona-Chicago game, or maybe the Chicago team total under at 3.5, or if it's 2.5 at plus money. Maybe thinking about a shot with the Islanders as a big dog. I'm a little bit confused by this card, but I'm doing so well. And Winnipeg, I actually bet them when they were down at like minus 200, but now into the minus 260s with Nilsson starting. I just can't pull the trigger on that one as an official play. I hope you cash, Jim, but I was going to put Winnipeg minus 1 on as an official play, but that line is just exploding up there now, and I just feel like it's too much, right?
I just would be jaw-dropping shocked the Canucks can go on this swing and beat everybody. I mean, come on. And then losing their best sniper, their best defensive forward, and they keep winning. I just find this very, very difficult to believe. Very difficult to believe. But what I do not find difficult to believe, my man Travis Taylor in the house. Also, shout out to Paul Sparks. He says, I listen to you guys every day on my way home from work. Today I took the longer drive to make some bets. Loving the puck line for Jersey. You guys are great.
Wow, who is that? Who
Paul
is that?
Sparks.
Shout out to Paul Sparks. Where is that coming? I'm just looking for it. All right, shout out to Paul Sparks. I'm just looking at the Devils puck line. You love that one, Jim, don't you?
Rod Digga says, I am leaving. I am not being noticed. I'm not happy with comments about gay people or late older men.
No, Rod Digga, don't leave.
Don't leave us,
we
Rod
are
Digga.
noticing you, Rod Digga.
I did not
Look
see,
at this shit.
I did not see stuff about gay people.
We got MLB, NHL, NBA, NFL, and college football. Rod Digga, we got a lot of shit to cover here, but I am not happy with comments about gay people by late older man.
Did you see? I did not. I missed those comments. I'm sorry that hurt you, Rod Digga. We don't want that.
Yeah.
But
I do want to say it definitely affects me when anyone feels bad, and I hope that I express myself well when we talk about racism in this show, because I hate it, and I don't often I don't always express what I'm trying to express well, because it's such a frustrating topic. You know what I mean? And it makes me feel so sick and bad inside. So I just want to say that we love everyone in the comments section. Shout out to everyone, and we're just trying to have a good time here. Provide a little bit of entertainment, and of course, provide some good sports analysis and some good picks. All right, let's.
Older guy at night is very mean about gay people.
That might be. Is that Gabe Morency that he's referring to?
Yeah, I shouldn't laugh at that.
Yeah. What? Gabe Morency? We can make fun of Gabe Morency in this show. Oh, of course. All right, Rod Digga. What can I tell you? I can't speak for Gabe Morency. If he says things about gay people that upset you, that's between you and him, Rod Digga.
That's between you and him, Rod Digga. Yes. Okay, let's go back. I can't take the Bruins here on the second half of a back-to-back after the Oilers finally got some shit together. Nuge looked great in that game. They scored a goal without McDavid having a hand in it, shockingly. I just feel like if I had to take a side, surely I would take the Bruins. In saying that, I'm not going to take a team on the second half of a back-to-back. It doesn't make sense to me. I like where I stand. A lot of talk about the Blackhawks tonight. And with Corey Crawford in goal, having not played a game in 10 months, I can't sit here and say, yeah, the Blackhawks should be this huge favorite. Yes, I know that the boys, especially Taves and Kane, are going to want to win one for Crawford. I know that for sure. They're going to rally around Crawford. Yes, I believe that. If I was going to make a play, maybe I'd take the Blackhawks team total over, but I love Ranta, and I love the way he's playing this year, even though his team is not doing anything in front of him. I don't feel like there's value on the Blackhawks, and Pomerino Tomor came on the early show saying the market's way behind on the Blackhawks. They're giving so much value. Yes, they haven't lost in regulation. I don't think that will last much longer. They're trying to send a message by making Brandon Saya the healthy scratch. Those are plays I don't feel like adding on. I've got a card that I love. Mohamed Joma is talking about how hockey is his sport, and he absolutely loves the Devils and the Jets tonight. I feel great about my card here, and I'm not going to add plays that I don't 100% believe in.
Right. I hear you, Jim. So what about the under in the Colorado Devils game? I was leaning that way, and the market has moved a little bit in that direction.
What is the actual
6?
right
It's now down to about minus 115 or so. Grubauer. The only question, I guess, is Grubauer, right? Is that the only question here?
That is the only question here. Absolutely.
How about the Colorado team total under? Does that seem okay?
That does seem okay.
How's New Jersey defensively?
They're playing so well.
They are?
They're playing so well. And they just got all sorts of different guys. It's a perfectly balanced defense with young and old. Let me just pull up their depth chart and we'll go over it all. But I've fallen for some of these guys, especially Will Butcher out of college. God, he looked incredible last year, and he's done the same thing. Now, he's dealing with an issue, but he's playing in this game.
Let me just ask you, because Colorado, at home they had a couple of explosive games. Then on the road, they've been a little bit iffy, but they did have that big explosion at Buffalo.
A team that doesn't have shutdown defensemen. A team that's incapable of taking advantage of last change.
And the Devils are not that kind of team, huh?
They are not that kind of team. Andy Green, shutdown guy. Ben Lovejoy, shutdown guy. Vatanen, Severson are great defensemen. They're not, and they will be on them as well. Severson probably a little better defenseman than Vatanen. But they've got big, tough defensemen. They've got small, skilled power play guys. They have such a great mix here. Kyle
right.
Palmieri's opened the scoring in every single one of the Devils' games so far this year. The Devils are 4-0, and they're getting not very much out of MVP Taylor Hall.
All right, this is how I do it in NHL. Listening, that's most of how I do it. And I'm going to take a shot here with Colorado team total under. Colorado team total under 2.5 plus 106. That's the current line at Pinnacle. 2.5 plus 106. Colorado team total under. I'd also be leaning under on the full game as well. It's just you're right. Grubauer could get touched, couldn't he?
Grubauer is someone I don't trust, have never trusted, don't like his character, and just I felt because this is a new team for him that he was going to buckle under these situations. Now, I don't mean buckle like Niemi did when he was on Pittsburgh at the beginning of last year, allowing 7 or 8 goals, but not play well. Triple Beam says, how do you take advantage of last change? It's so crucial, and that's how you can really, you can take teams that are playing well and find value fading them on the road. And that's because the home team has last change. The home team doesn't need to make a move until the road team sends out their players. Then the home team decides who they're going to put out. And it's a huge advantage.
Boom.
Huge advantage. Another thing.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I just
Another
went for the
thing.
joke there.
Another thing that the home team gets is in the face-off circle. Actually, they've switched it to the opposing the defensive team in the defensive zone face-offs. But the home team has more advantages in NHL than I would say in any other sport.
Okay, and then what about and then Chicago? People are high on Chicago tonight, huh? Some people are high on Chicago.
They haven't lost in regulation. They're not a team that should be big favorites at any time this year. If you're going to back them, though, back them at home.
Isn't Antti Ranta shut down, lights out?
I think he's a very good goalie.
What about Chicago team total under 2.5 plus 150?
At home, they're dangerous.
They're dangerous, huh?
When that song starts playing
Right.
after a goal and they go absolutely nuts, they get momentum. They can ride their momentum very, very well, and they have players who can take advantage of that.
Okay, I'm focused here on these lines. Okay, and then my only other thoughts were thinking about taking shots with Arizona Islanders, Philly. You don't a big line move in favor of Columbus. You don't like Philly here, huh?
I can't trust Philly and don't like them as much without Nolan and without JVR on the ice for them. I love this team. You know, I took futures all over them. Those are two important members of their offense. I don't like Elliott at all. If they make a trade for a goaltender, I don't know why they didn't pick up McElhaney or even Picard. I don't like Elliott. I think he's done. Zach Kenkel says fade the Coyotes. I've been saying that all year, but I'm not going to take the Blackhawks at this huge favorite spot. Not at all. Yeah, I can't. I think Elliott's playing so badly, and he's been playing so badly for so long. This Flyers team, the Philadelphia's just this goalie graveyard, just like Vancouver's been for so long. I can't back them. You never know if they're going to have a lights out game or allow 3 goals in the third period and have to win a game in a shootout. I can't trust them.
And how about I'm thinking about the Islanders' first period plus a half. It feels like it's going to be a tight game, right? Is the Angels are the Kings scary offensively at home?
Sorry, Trevor Smart, I've missed what's been going on. Sorry, on your side of things, we're doing so many different things, but Trevor Smart says, Jimmy, Peter, guys, I'm leaving the chat for the day. I can't stand the hate coming from your crowd today. We're very sorry that this is going on, Trevor Smart. This is not what we want.
What hate? What hate? Recently again?
Yeah, I missed it.
Okay. Oh, maybe here's some hate from Nutflush Allen. This show is gaining more and more popularity each day. Oh, no, that's not the comment. Let's see. Where's the...
Oh, it's Picard tonight. Dionysus and Adam Booth saying it's Picard tonight.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I kind of like that. But do you trust Picard? I mean, we're talking about the 4th goalie on the Leafs depth chart. The 4th goalie? Yes, I trust Picard over Elliott, but do you trust him? I'm not. On a road game, I feel the Blue Jackets have so much value at home, even without Seth Jones. I hate that they don't have Dubinsky and Seth Jones. 2 teams. Detroit Red Wings, as soon as they get just one more defenseman back, and the Blue Jackets, as soon as they got Seth Jones and Duber back, are going to have tons of value moving forward. But I'm not going to take the Flyers here on the road, even if I
Kings are still trying to find themselves. You think that's true?
Kings are just a slow, plodding team, and they're trying to get used to having Kovalchuk out there. Yeah, what the hell's going on with Jeff Carter? I mean, Jeff Carter comes back after missing 60 games last year. He's incredible, and he starts off the year very slowly.
All right, I'm taking a shot here. I'm going to take the Islanders first period plus a half. Islanders, first period plus a half. That means if it's 0-0 or 1-1 after the first period, I win. That's going to be minus 172 at Pinnacle. I'm taking a shot with that one. New York Islanders, first period plus a half, minus 172. That's going to be an official pick right there.
I like it. And we've lost Rod Digger.
Okay.
People are dropping like flies.
Great. We lost Rod Digger.
People are dropping like flies. Ty Rich says Flyers straight away, two-time Vezina winner, ran Bobrovsky out of town instead of finding him a blue line. And Bobrovsky shuts the door when he plays his old team. He completely shuts the door. 10-3-1 record, 1.91 goals against average, 933 save percentage, and 2 shutouts against his former team. We've got a lot of other sports to get to.
Yeah, we really do. All right, I love NHL. Sorry, I'm just digging into it because I'm like, maybe there's more and more edges that I should be seeing here. All right, let's move on. Next, we have NBA.
We finally have a Dave LA video.
Oh, okay.
And it was on baseball, and for whatever reason, we skipped right past it.
Yeah, because of all the hate. You see, haters, what you're doing here. The haters won this one. They won the battle, but they made us miss out on the correct order of the videos. But they will not win the war.
They will not win the war.
They will not win the war.
Dave LA has been so sharp in our chat for so long. Christopher Carter, I'm with the bag on the Astros team total over. Thank you for saying that, Christopher Carter. That leads perfectly into our next video. Our man, Dave LA, who's given us so much glory on this show, finally giving us our first video. Lucrative Larry, can we please see my man Dave LA's
What's
video?
up, everybody? Dave LA, Money Gang Sports. Pete, Jimmy, SBR, thank you for having me on your show. I want to give you guys 2 plays in tonight's MLB game between the Red Sox and the Astros. My first play will be Red Sox to score first on Verlander at minus 105. My second play will be the total over 7.5 or 8 at minus 105. Again, Red Sox to score first at minus 105 and the over total at 7.5 or 8 at minus 105. Thank you, and now let's cash.
Shout out to Dave LA, looking good, looking sharp in that car. So he likes the Red Sox to score first. Again, that's why I took the Houston team total over because the Red Sox could hit Verlander, and if they do,
they smash righties.
Yeah,
they absolutely smash righties. I get it.
I get it too. All right, shout out to you, Dave LA. Sorry, we got a lot of shit to cover here. Great video, Dave LA. Thank you so much. We love you as a human being and as a low bag commenter as well. It's just wow. So he really is not high on. Okay. I'm just surprised that he said Red Sox to score first was a good play, but because that
minus 105, they smash righties. I would love to talk about all these games.
Yeah.
But we got NBA, NFL, NCAA,
NBA.
football.
Of course, we're off to a great start in NBA. Jimmy the Bag and the King Sport guys killing it in NBA, and even I'm doing not that shitty by listening to Jimmy the Bag and the King's Court guys. My own personal plays in NBA so far this year that I've tweeted out 0-3, but I'm 4-2 in the plays where I'm listening to people, and that means I'm 4-5 overall. We got 3 games going tonight. What are the games that you gave again, Jim?
I gave 2 plays. I gave the Sixers first half minus 7. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with it the longer I sit with it, but I'm always uncomfortable with basketball plays. And,
yeah, definitely.
So the longer I've sat with the first half minus 7, I'm a little uncomfortable with it. But the 76ers smashed this bet all last year. They're coming off a terrible opening night loss. Ben Simmons looks bad, 5 from 11 from the stripe. Markelle Fultz looks bad, 5 points on 2 for 7 shooting. They shoot 19.2% from 3. They commit 16 turnovers. I think they come in and smash. The Bulls, and just like we saw with the Bucks last night, the Bulls can come back late. Just like we saw with the Bucks and the Hornets last night. I'd much rather have the Sixers first half than full game. That's what I'm on. I'm also taking the Blazers. I believe that LeBron will find it a little more tough in the deep end of the Western Conference, and that's where he'll be. I'm back in the Blazers. I got a -3 at minus 105. I had to deal with a bunch of stuff after we had to do our parlay video. We had to do stuff right after the show, and I didn't get to make my bets for about 2 hours. The line had already moved to 3.5. I had to buy it to -3, and to do that, I had to pay minus 120. But I did that. I got -3 and minus 120 in my bet.
Okay, that sounds good. And I did give the first half over in the Lakers-Portland game. I got it at 113 minus 115. It's now up to 114. There are some places with 113.5, but I took the first half over. A lot of people liking the over in that one, and I think they might have a good read on this one. So I took the first half over, 113 minus 115 as an official pick. The other two games I am going to pass on right now. Of course,
a couple great things here. Jim Rome's saying Fultz and Simmons were in the gym at 2 a.m. after the Boston loss. That's what I think. I think they're just going to come out blazing. The play should be first quarter, but I'm very uncomfortable with those first quarters on big favorites. And I'm 7-2 this year. One of those losses was by a half point. The Raptors were only up 3 after the first quarter. And they were sort of fortunate to be up 3 at the first quarter, but they easily covered the first half. I'm going to stick to first half. Teddy B says, Jimmy, Blazers -3 is the best play so far in the season. Yesterday,
really?
Teddy B said the play of the night is the Knicks, and the Knicks won easily. I was on it with him. Tonight, he says Blazers -3 is the best play so far in the season. And don't forget, this is coming from a Lakers fan.
By the way, the Philly first quarter line is -4 or 4.5. Unreal, right?
Yeah.
It's just, so Teddy B loves Portland because a lot of people were saying that they think that the Lakers on the money line is the play, that LeBron's going to win his first game with a new team. The refs aren't going to let him lose, blah, blah, blah. But Teddy B loves Portland here, huh?
Yeah, loves Portland, and I get it. Joey Kerr, Lakers over. So a lot of guys like in the under, and then here's my man Joey Kerr over 223.5. Ron Walsek, nice. I love having Ron in the house. Says Embiid over 11.5 rebounds. Denver, Arizona under 11.5 punts. Oh, nice. That's exciting. I like it, Ron Walsek. What a great guy. I think that's interesting. I think there's going to be some field goals kicked in that game. But we'll get to that when we can. Okay. So the only other game that we haven't made a play on, at least I haven't, I forget if it's the Heat Wizards.
No, I'm passing on this
I
one.
find it very difficult. We heard Dan Kelly, who's so sharp already, like the Heat second quarter. Do we know exactly if the big man Dwight Howard is going to play? And if it does, what kind of minute restriction is he going to be on? Probably, 20 minutes? I need to watch the Wizards play. The Heat look bad without these guys in the lineup. I had the Magic on the money line last night. We both were on the under, double cash. Felt really good. And it felt easy. I don't want to say it because we know that NBA isn't easy, but it felt easy fading these Heat without Waiters and Johnson, Ellington, and Winslow. That's said and done. iRetroStar says, Jim, they still jet lagged from China from a week ago. Being in China for 3 days. Philly will start balling next week. They look a step slow. iRetroStar's a great capper as well, and there's truth in that. Jim Rome's though says Sixers better roll after Boston loss. Oh, wow. Howard out, according to the RotoWire. Wow. Okay, yeah, pass Wizards. Najee Smith says pass Wizards. We got to keep rolling.
Yeah. Okay, so is that it for NBA?
That is it for NBA. Let's move on to NFL.
NFL, Jimmy the Bag, Denver against Arizona. We had no picks, but money is clearly moving in Arizona's favor in this one. So far, what do you think?
That's what I would like to do. That's what I would like to do. Now, Big Ragu sent us a video. He's 10-2 in NFL and college football right now. I want to make sure on our show. 10-2.
Man.
He's got the best record of anybody who sent us in videos.
Wow.
And I want to make sure that we get to him before the 7 o'clock hour. I have not seen his video. I'm not sure what he's on. Lucrative Larry,
you know what sport it is? You know what sport it is?
It's NFL and NCAA football.
Okay.
What's going on, Low Bag fam? It's the Big Ragu coming at you on a Thursday afternoon. Got a special day Saturday. I'm going to be busy, man. My daughter's getting married, so I have to give her away. That means only one thing can happen. We need to make some cash, put some money in your pockets and my pocket. Going to go 2-0 this week. And Jimmy, how about this? And Pete, how about a little wedding parlay Friday afternoon to help the Big Ragu out? Since I'm showing you guys the love, I need some love too. Let's get this done. Shout out to SBR Sports Picks. Shout out to Money Gang Sports. And a big shout out to my cousin, Big A. You know who you are. All right, let's get down to it. Saturday, NCAA, Miami, Ohio going into West Point to take on the Army Knights. Miami of Ohio started out a little slow, 0-3. The Army Knights, they're on a roll right now. They're blowing people out. They got the number 1, 2 rushing offense in the country. They got a top-tier defense, number 19, I think, overall. Great at stopping the run. Miami, Ohio, one-dimensional. I like Army to step in front of these cats and really kind of shut them down. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think the total's like 46. I think it goes over that, but I'm on the stronger side of Army to win by 2 scores. I'm going to lay the wood with Army in this one. Okay, now to the NFL. It's a shit show in Tampa on Sunday. You got 2 teams coming in that are a hot mess. Tampa just fired their coach. They're laying 3 points at home. I like for them to rally the troops in this one to get the job done. I think Tampa wins by at least no less than 3 points. I mean, come on, really. Tampa's going to get this one done. And don't be surprised if the Brownies don't fire their coach after this game, because he's a mess too. Hugh Jackson, look for them to 86 that guy up there in Cleveland. So recap shortly. Army Knights by double digits, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers get the job done at home to cover the number. All right, guys, see you next week.
Big Ragu. Okay, there we go. Big Ragu, hell of a video. I will say that I agree with him on Army. I previewed that game with Steve from collegefootballwinning.com, and he agreed with that assessment as well. I think Army might be a good player. I was also leading over, and the Army team total over as well, and I might make all those official plays, Jim.
I wouldn't think that's the wrong move, but our man Ryan Taylor does. Love Miami of Ohio. 79% on Army at minus 11.5, and it's dropped to minus 7.5.
We'll see where it closes, though. Yes, we'll see where it closes, though. I was thinking about the over, and I was thinking about the Army team total over as well. The issue is just that not sure if Miami, Ohio is going to be up, going to be up for this game. They don't have experience stopping this kind of offense, and I'm not sure that they're going to want to sacrifice their defense for this game. That's a non-conference game with such a big game coming up next week. I think that that Army might roll once again here. I'm agreeing with Big Ragu here.
I feel you, and that may be the play, but why don't we hammer this Thursday night game and then move on to NCAA football?
Okay.
We're not going to break down the rest of the NFL card. We're going to do that tomorrow, just the Thursday nighter. Yes, I want to take the Cardinals. Why am I being held back? What is holding me back? Can you explain why I don't want to make a move on these Cardinals?
I don't know. I mean, Anil Frank, I believe it was Anil Frank, maybe it was Muhammad Joma who said that that it's an easy travel spot for Denver, that, they just come down from where they're playing. And, I don't know. On the other hand, it was a tough game last week in the thin air, and now they have a short week on the road. So,
they looked good against the Rams.
Yeah.
The Cardinals look good against the Vikings. Emmanuel Sanders is playing very, very well. Do we know what's going on with Jared Veld here? Let me will you take over for a second, and can I find out if Jared Veld here
All right,
is
so we are
going?
talking about NFL right now. Jimmy the Bag is thinking about taking Arizona here. Let me just refresh anyone who wants to know what are the picks that we added in the afternoon show in MLB. Jim only added MLB plays. Houston team total over 4.5. Houston money line minus 177, and Houston run line plus 110. I added 2 NHL plays. Colorado team total under 2.5 plus 106, and the Islanders first period plus a half minus 172. And I'm still thinking about throwing on the under in the New Jersey game in general. And for NFL. I made a bet on the Bears at plus 3.5 minus 129. The line is now dropped to 2.5, but a lot of people are warning me off of that, and I think I'm going to hedge out of it. I think I'm going to buy back at minus 2.5. The Mac injury is a big deal for the Bears, and that one is definitely making me nervous. The only other play that I bet that a lot of people are on, I jumped on the Chargers minus 6 as soon as that line came out. A lot of people are backing that one. The Titans are looking absolutely cooked and done, and the Chargers should get this one, and so I bet that one at minus 6. That's the only NFL play that I really hit hard on the opening line.
These guys are jumping on the over. Other than DT Duggs, who's on Denver and the under. Natalie Alvarez is on the over. Nasty Nate's on Broncos win. I'm uncomfortable backing the Broncos. Their offensive line is completely trashed right now without Leary and Veld here. DJ has looked terrible all year. Here's his chance. Here's his chance to step up on a Monday night and deliver the goods, which he's more than capable of. These guys, headshot Broncos straight up. Von Miller's fired up. Allen action. Broncos rush D on the road is below average. Johnson over 95 yards rushing plus 175. I think that's a great call, Allen action. I agree with these guys. I think that I don't want to take a side here, and I understand completely why. I don't trust the Cardinals team. I don't trust Rosen. He's a China doll. Maybe it's best if Rosen gets hurt and Bradford comes back in. I just don't trust him. Although they've said so many great things about his leadership qualities, and that's good to hear. But I don't trust him, and I don't trust this Broncos offensive line. Excuse me. I don't trust the Broncos offensive line. In saying that, I think you guys are right. I think the over is the play. I think the over is the play. Kelly McMillan here saying Denver covers, Jimmy. We got some great CFL action, and Kelly's got some great plays coming up. 400-yard game, says Big Ragu. Their D sucks too. Muhammad Joma says Cards win this game 21-17. I'd lean under, says Tomar. Both offenses are struggling, and Denver's offensive line struggles.
Kobe Valentine telling us about how the home underdogs have been hitting at a huge rate this season, which is nice to note.
Joey Kurt talking about that Johnson Rush Yard prop. Listen, I'm uncomfortable with this Thursday nighter, but I feel like their defense will be questionable on both sides of the ball. We thought so much of this Denver pass rush in the beginning of the year, and we've seen very little to back it. Ricky Levine says Denver defense against a rookie. Don't forget, that's a rookie head coach as well in Arizona. A rookie head coach on a short week.
Kelly McMillan concerned about you, Jimmy. She says Denver covers, Jimmy. On the other hand, Ron Fig Cards money line plus 105. So people are all over this one. Natalie Alvarez, Denver team total over, Jimmy. Okay.
Yeah, it's a very... Michael Irvine said Broncos have had a difficult schedule. The team total under makes sense. Eli Rodriguez, I want to fade them both. Headshot says Miller and Chubb will shut down the Cardinals. That's what we thought they would be doing all year. You know, I'm not going to... I've had a bad year, and making plays like this just to be excited on Thursday night, it's not going to lead to any money coming in. I'm
passing on this game.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Yeah, I would have a slight lean to the over. I would have a slight lean to the Cardinals. I'm not going to put my money on it.
Here you go. Kobe Valentine says, I can't remember the stat, but Kelly in Vegas told me he spat about teams the week before going to London that score under 12 points or like 1-6 ATS, something like that. Yeah, I should probably throw on the charges right now before that gets to 7. Here you go. Jason Campbell from my Australian sports plays I'm taking tonight. Tail if you like. A-League Soccer, Sydney FC and Adelaide under 2.5. And then in NBL, Sydney to beat Adelaide at 1.9. Okay, Jason Campbell, thank you so much. All right, let's see what else we have
Let's
here.
move. We got college football.
Okay.
We got college football, and we don't have a lot of time, so I say
And
we
Joe
keep
Kim
going.
finally says Denver is a fraud. Keenum can't put the ball in the end zone. Is Denver a fraud? That's a pretty harsh assessment right there.
We said this at the beginning of the year with the Broncos. Your Case Keenum comes in, just be a game manager. Funnel Alex Smith and check down. And here's Case Keenum firing the ball all over the field. Yeah. Are they a fraud? Can you trust Case Keenum in the red zone? No. Can you trust? Did you see Denver's rushing output last game? Their big guy Freeman and Lindsey combined for 30 yards. Denver's a fraud. Arizona's terrible. What do you do? Where do you find an angle you can make money on in this game? I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying you can't. I can't put money on this stuff.
Now we got people going back and forth on Australian basketball. Damian Jankovic says, I'm from Sydney. The Sydney Kings suck, bro. Get off that bet. Okay. So Damian Jankovic and Jason Campbell on opposite sides of the Sydney and Adelaide Australian basketball game. Look at that. Any sport, any game, there's going to be people going at it on both sides. Awesome.
And one thing,
wow.
I'd like to roll into
ahead.
college football if you don't mind, but another shout out to Big Ragu. Congratulations on your daughter getting married. She's very lucky to have a father like you. You're a great guy and a great capper, and we're so lucky to have you on Low Back Show. Much love to you, man.
Yes, absolutely. I was so unlucky to have the parents I had. No, I'm kidding. You know what I'm saying? It just happens, Jim. All right, let's move on.
You're going to marry Mr. Gokes to live in Belleville?
I will.
Okay, let's keep rolling.
Okay. All right. College football. You want to move on, Jim?
Very much so.
Yeah. All right. So I've given a bunch of plays on the opening lines early. There's a bunch of plays that I'm thinking about adding on
But let's
here.
focus on tonight's games.
Okay. Sorry.
First.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm all confused.
No problem.
I'm all confused.
I want to make a move here on the Georgia State, Arkansas State under. I really do. Has there been any market movement on that total right now, just from the morning show?
Let's see. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, there's been a line move to the under, slight line. Oh, not from the morning. I don't know. I'll have to check what the opener was here.
And Twatty Latte saying my two favorite plays are the same as yours, Penn State and Michigan.
Ugh.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that, Twatty, and love having. We need more Twatty.
Yes, we do. It is headed to the over a little bit, Jim. Although Heritage is still at 56.5, so the market is, and the Greek is at 56.5. So no, the market's all over the place on this one. Even though kickoff is half an hour away, there's 55s, 56.5s available. The market is all over the place.
Joe
Jim.
Busking asking for our NCAA football records. I'm telling you, it's the Pac-12 that's destroyed my record. Freddie, that looks like it's Freddie now. Freddie, can you throw up our NCAA record? Somebody's asked for it.
We can throw it up. Again, I'm having a better year than my record would indicate. I'm not happy about some of the plays I didn't pull the trigger on. Some of the plays I did make public. Some late line moves coming on the over though, Jim. I'm looking at this. Wow.
Yeah. How big?
Not huge, but just a jump at Pinnacle, a jump at Heritage, a jump at Bet365, a small jump. It could jump back down the next 30 seconds. But
BidXSense has good play, Jim, under 55.5. Listen, Georgia State. Oh, and Yai is saying Stanford -2.5. Thank me now or later. And long field goal prop in the NFL, something that Gabe made so famous. Dwayne Reed saying Kentucky versus Vandy under 48. Listen, Georgia State's had 2 weeks to prepare for this Arkansas State offense that we know is just going to try to throw the ball. This Arkansas State offense that is not being as good as we expected them to be, not being as good as they've been in recent years, averaging 23.5 points per game, scored 30 points in his last 2 games combined, hadn't scored more than 30 points in any of his last 5 outings. They have this incredible pass defense, the Red Wolves, so then we know that Georgia State's not going to be able to throw the ball at all. They're going to have to run the ball. That's the only answer. Run the ball. What happens when you run the ball? The clock moves. We know Arkansas State. We know that Hanson's going to be going for this touchdown record. Georgia State's had 2 weeks to prepare a secondary where we know they're going to throw the ball nonstop. To me, this is saying, and Travis Taylor saying stop betting back 12. I agree with you, Travis Taylor. I love Travis Taylor. To me, this is all saying under. Georgia State knows the only way to move the ball against this team. Listen, Arkansas State has the 4th best pass defense in FBS. They're allowing 147 yards per game. All season, they've only allowed 75 completions. If we know that that's the case, then, okay, to me, Georgia State has 2 weeks to prepare dime packages, nickel packages, and we know that their only thing that they can do is run the ball. And if Arkansas State's up 35-10, are they going to push it after Hanson has the record? They should pull Hanson. Let him get a cheer from the crowd.
Yeah. I'm reading some rugby analysis here. Not rugby analysis. Capper John is looking for rugby tips, and Damian Jankovic still going back with and Jason Campbell debating Australian sports lines. This is awesome. Go ahead, Jim.
Ryan Taylor says 60% on the under, and the line has moved up. Should that instill fear in me?
Yes. What did you say? 15? Wait, how much on the under?
60% on the under, and the line has moved up.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yes, a little bit. You know, I'm passing on both these games. I'm not passing on both these fucking games. I'm passing on both these fucking games.
Elio Rodriguez says, Jimmy, that could backfire if they go down 2 touchdowns. I don't think it will. Georgia State is, a 14-point dog here? They don't want to get embarrassed. They know that even if they're down, the only option to slowly grind back is to run the ball, get some points, maybe get a pick 6 or something defensively. Let's see what anyway. Okay, UNLV tomorrow. Wizards. Dwayne Reed saying Wizards are a lock at -5.
Really?
Theodore McIntosh on the under 56.5. All right, I'm going to. And Ryan Taylor saying Georgia State, Arkansas State over. How much time do I have to bet this game? Is this game on?
Which one? 7:30 Eastern time.
Okay, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Just a half unit bet. But here, obviously, for the show, it'll be a full unit.
So what are you taking?
I am taking the under in the Georgia State, Arkansas State.
Okay, so we give you 56.5 -110, unless you want 55.5 plus 105.
No, thank you.
Okay, so we'll give you a Georgia State, Arkansas State, under 56.5, under 56.5 -110, under 56.5 -110. Okay.
Headshot saying it would motivate it because their season's on the line here. Ryan Taylor, thank me later. I don't like going against you, Ryan Taylor. It's just that Travis Taylor, God, we got to go to Vegas together. Stay away. Jimmy says, Joyce Sexler, listen, I don't like going against you, Ryan Taylor, and I know that's not going to be profitable in the long run. And this isn't going against you. This is just, I'm going to trust my capping here. Georgia State has had 2 weeks. They know exactly what Arkansas State wants to do. There's only one way to combat it offensively, and that's to run the ball.
Joey Kerr says ASU and Stanford both off buys with a lot of time to prepare for these offenses. Under. That's what I was thinking, Joey Kerr. But then what is up with the massive line move to the over? That's what I was thinking, Joey Kerr. And if there hadn't been, although now it's dropped down from the afternoon.
It has dropped down.
Yes, it was 59 in the afternoon, and now it's dropped down to a 57.5. There might be a 58. No, I'm not seeing it. I was thinking under.
Elwood 1266 ASU 335D is going to cause Stanford passing problem. They have been way too one-dimensional. Bryce Love is not 100%, and how motivated could they possibly be on a Thursday night in Arizona? We talked about it, and Trav talked to me about it. I'm not going to keep losing money and being embarrassed by my record with the Pac-12.
No, I could have told you that from the, but the Pac-12 is definitely, and it's been that way for a long time. I will take Pac-12 bets, but I think twice about any Pac-12 game that I'm analyzing, and I always am prepared to expect the unexpected in the Pac-12. In my experience, it is the most unpredictable conference in both basketball and football in college sports. That's just, I guess, according to my own analysis, though.
No, I agree, but I feel like I've studied these teams more than other teams.
Sure.
That's why I feel like I should go after them. But I can't do it. And I'm off of it. I mean, we talked about both teams being rested. We talked about Stanford having the 5th worst running game in college football. Costello looks great. Wilkins needed the rest. Is he 100% no? Is N'Keal Harry 100% no? But they're both going to be in the lineup.
Tom Marino says Love has been hurt most of the year. Him being out isn't a big deal here. Yaya says, turn around your record and your optional misery all in one take, all in one fell swoop by what? Taking Stanford, according to Yayes. You too, at home. Misery is optional, and you can turn around your record by taking Stanford. That's according to Yayes.
I love Yaya.
Theodore McIntosh, Stanford shouldn't be laying any points on the road.
I agree.
Not according to Ed Feng and some other people who are putting this line closer at -4, -5.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dwayne Reed. Oh, yeah, he's love playing tonight. We believe he's playing tonight. Crypto Capper saying Arkansas State down to 12.5. I was sent a message from a great capper who told me to take Georgia State. Nate Pereira said, Jimmy, when are we looking at Breeders' Cup? Breeders' Cup is just a couple weeks away. And I'll be hammering it that whole week. My video will be out. We'll be talking about it all week. My video will be up by, I'd say Wednesday of that week. They're going to be doing the draws for post position and doing the final cuts on the Monday. Oh, God, we're going to have some big boy dogs. And thanks to not getting killed, I need tonight to not get killed because my payday with my locals on Friday, I should have $1,000 to fuck with. So I should have $1,000 to roll with. So that means pick 4s.
Yeah. Joey Kerr says, I believe the Arizona State game will be similar to when they played Michigan State. Under. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that myself.
Yeah.
So Steenie Mars says, Loshak is bald. No, I'm not. Check it out. I got some hair up there still. No, I'm not. So Steenie Mars. All right, let's move on.
And Najee Smith says ASU dangerous at home. We've seen that. We've seen that. They play well for Herm. Ed Fang scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. What does he think about the total? Because I'm thinking about throwing on the under here.
Elwood says, I'm all about Stanford when their offense is where it should be, but it hasn't been. And people figured out Costello and Arcega Whiteside. Alan actually says, you can do wonders with a dime, Jimmy. Yes. And I didn't even have a dime last year at the Breeders' Cup. I only had like 600 or 700. But I had a bad Breeders' Cup last year, so I'm ready to bounce back this year.
All right, I guess we can wrap the show up, Jim. How about that?
I guess we can. I'm staying off the Pac-12. I have made the under in the Georgia State, Arkansas State, under 56.5, an official play, and I have 21 minutes to bet it. I will bet it as soon as this show is over. Yes. And so nice to have all you cappers rolling with us, and hated seeing the issues we had early in the show. Thank you for sticking with us. We will do our best to make this chat what it's supposed to be.
Right.
A family of cappers working together. Can be on other sides because that can help you cap, but without hate and anger and all the other horrible things that happen in society.
Yes, absolutely. Very well said, Jim. I'm just looking at this line movement in the Arizona State game. This morning it was up to 60 at Pinnacle, and now it's dropped down to 57.5. I'm thinking the under is the play here, Jim.
I'll give you a second to think on that because Elio Rodriguez asked me what my favorite play on the NHL card is. I'll tell you, it was the Jets. What would the Jets be at -1.5 right now? I'd say, you know what? I would say parlay the Lightning -1.5 and the Jets -1.5. I would like that. I bet you don't need to put as much on it because you're going to get, plus 264 or something. So I would say that would be, if I was going to make one play at this point in the night, one play on the whole hockey card, I will parlay the Lightning -1.5.
You know what I'm going to do, Jim? I said in the beginning of the week, before the line came out, I said, I'm not sure what the total is going to be in the Arizona State game, but I'm definitely going to be leaning under, right? And I will, I'll make that one an official play. I'll take Stanford, Arizona State, under 57.5. Under 57.5 minus 109. Now, if this one lands on 58 or 59, I'm be very, very annoyed with myself that I didn't give it as a pick in the morning show. But I'll take it right now. Under 57.5 minus 109. That is Stanford and Arizona State. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. I'll take it.
Yeah, DT Doug says the under is definitely the play. Stanford, ASU are run-first offenses. Brian Lee says, Jimmy, if you like the Jets to win, why not three-way regulation?
Sean Robertson says, great show, fellas. Nothing but love. Now, that's a comment that I can get behind. There you go. Shout out to you, Sean Robertson, for knowing how to make a good comment. Shout out to Sean Robertson. Great show, fellas. Nothing but love. Shout out to you, Sean Robertson.
He's also given us great capping insights as well. Not just, he's a great guy all around. Great capper as well. And Brian Lee says, Jimmy, if you like the Jets to win, why not three-way regulation? Because I'm going for a bigger score than that on the minus 1.5. I want a big score.
All right,
big score.
I'm taking the under. Ulysses Hayes likes Stanford money line. All right, that's it, right? Are we done, Jim?
We are almost done. Ooh. We have a very exciting final thing here, as we always do. And also, stick around after the show for King's Court, Monday to Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And we love being the show that rolls into them. So please stick around for our guys in King's Court. And without further ado,
yes, all right. Who do we got? What do we got?
We have Lucrative Larry.
Okay, here you go, Lucrative Larry. Love the guy this
brisk
way.
Brisk pace.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Jimmy. Hi, Mr. Peters.
What's you doing, Lukey? Lukey.
Heading to the CFL.
CFL. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm taking the Edmonton Eskimos. Oh wait,
what?
Eskimos, is that a racist term?
Come on, Larry. Larry, rip it here now.
It might be.
No,
actually.
it's not a racist term.
You don't think so?
Wow.
I think it might be.
Okay.
Taking the Eskimos, Edmonton Eskimos, over the BC Lions on the money line at plus 115. It's a win and you're in. The Edmonton Eskimos are hosting their Great Cup this year. And do they cross over and go all the way?
That's what's on the line. Yeah, they get the crossover to the East. You know your Canadian football. I'm impressed, Larry.
Your team names are on the wrong side of history.
Right, okay.
Right.
Maybe the Eskimos will change their name at some point.
I love it when Larry apologizes.
God
and I also
damn
love
it.
reading the late coming in comment, the late breaking comments, slamming these guys. Nate Pereira says, put him in an asylum now before he hurts himself. Not after, before he hurts himself. Putting him in an asylum after he hurts himself. Yeah, that defeats the purpose of putting people in an asylum to begin with, right? You put them in before they hurt themselves, and Nate Pereira suggests we do that with Lucrative Larry.
You know, Lucrative Larry seems pretty healthy, mind and spirit.
Yeah, I like him. I love it when he apologizes under his breath. All right, that's it for today's show. We'll be back for the Friday shows tomorrow, starting at 12 o'clock Eastern Time.